Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Kritika Sri and Afrin. And
Thank you, ma'am.
yes, good evening, everyone. And it is my pleasure to give a session to you all once again this year. And last year I have given IP session, a session on IP. And this year it's very much pleasure for me. And I thank Ramachandran sir for inviting me to this session. Yes, we will move on to our session and I will share my screen now. Is this visible?
It is visible, ma'am.
Yes, thank you. I'm moving to slideshow mode. So here we will see the insights to intellectual property rights for protecting IPR and to make the IP management for a successful startup. And myself, Indumati, as the intro has been given, I'm professor in ECE department, Savita Engineering College, and I'm innovation ambassador as well as mentor in many of the startups. And I'm running my own company named Kim Patents, and I'm having a manufacturing unit also in the name of Limias Technologies, where we are doing so many research projects. And over these intellectual property rights scenario, the most important one is innovation. You all know about innovation, right? What is innovation basically? Anyone? What is innovation? Yes. What is innovation? So innovation is something that provides solution to the country's challenges, right? Innovation is essential for us to adapt to the culture of, it is essential for us to adapt to the culture of innovation, looking at the world challenge. These are all formal definitions. But actually, innovation is giving something new, right? That is what innovation is, giving something new. Whatever it is, whether it will be a process or it will be a product or whether it will be an idea, whatever it is, if you are approaching any of the thing with new methodology or new method, new procedure, or with a new byproduct, then it is considered to be an innovation. In our day-to-day life, we are experiencing so many problems, right? We are witnessing so many problems. We are facing so many hectic situations, and we are having so many things which are all not having any of the solution. So many things we are facing in our day-to-day life. And for those um, unsolved problems, if you are coming up with a solution, and that should be considered as a methodology, right? Whatever it is practiced, if you are making that solution to be easily solved with a new approach, that should be considered as an innovation. So innovation is very much simple, approaching an existing method in a new way, right? That is what innovation is, approaching an existing method in a new way or new method. That is what innovation. Innovation is not only considered to be technical, it should be non-technical also. Because in India, so many innovations are there. When very simple innovations like a solar lamp with cycling, and very huge innovations like in missile operations. Like there's so many innovations are there. We are in the top most position in innovation, and innovation is one of the key term to be held by each and every nation to make a competitive future, right? And because of that, only world will get upgraded. This 5.0, 6.0, whether it is 7.0 or 8.0, whatever. If we have to move up, we have to move in innovative directions, in innovative way. That much innovation is very much important, not only for personal growth, but also for global growth. Okay. So that is what innovation is. And if the innovation through the, if you view the innovation through global market, it has been fixed based on Global Innovation Index. In 2022, India was in the 40th position. And in 2023, we are still in a 40th position. And in 2024, we moved to 39th position. This is because of the innovations which are all registered under certain thing. Okay, that certain thing is what named as IP, intellectual property right. So those innovations which are all registered under intellectual property rights are only counted for this global innovation index. So based on global innovation index only, we will get a global ranking. So this global innovation index is through intellectual property rights registered in India as well as in international WIPO, World Intellectual Property Organization. This WIPO only fixes this global innovation index. It analyzes how many patents or designs or copyrights a country is holding and how much they have registered in global level. That is in WIPO, right? World Intellectual Property Organization. Based on that only the ranking has been given. So as per 2024 index, we have improved global rank and India climbed up from 81st position in 2015 to 39th position in 2024 among 133 economies. The economies means here the economy has been compared with if we are in developing country, right? So in the developing country is itself it has been calculated based on the condition based on the nation's status. Okay. So, and we are the top performer because India ranks first among 38 lower middle income economy maintaining the leadership. And India excels in innovation outputs ranking 33rd, an improvement from last year. Okay. This is what the position of India over the global innovation index based on the innovations what we are having and based on the innovations what we have registered in IPR. Okay. So it is mandatory to know as a technical people we are, it is mandatory for us to know about global innovation index and intellectual property rights. That's why the session is here. Okay. So over these positions, here the knowledge has been assessed based on knowledge and tech outputs, what a country is having, its market sophistication, business sophistication, human capital and research, institutions, creative outputs, and infrastructure. Based on this only, the Global Innovation Index calculates its innovation ranking. Okay. And moreover, if the innovation index is high, automatically GDP will rise. This is what given over here. Okay. So for to be innovative, we have to come up with a new product or new service. What are all the new products then? First, we will see what is the essential thing for intellectual property right. For intellectual property right, innovation is very much important. And for that, those innovations have to be identified. And those identified innovations has to be rated. And based on whether we have to analyze the innovation. If the innovation is okay, then only we can go for intellectual property right, then only it will give you profit, otherwise no profit will be there. Okay, because these are all these IP rights is meant for making profit, making the GDP to increase. So GDP has to be increased, it means more number of transactions have to be done, right? So more number of transactions means you have to make a product, new product or new idea that has to be commercialized, that has to be launched globally. And for that, we have to check whether the innovation is viable or not. Okay. For that, first we have to define what is a new product. So new product means it should be new to the world, entire world. It has to be very much new and it has to come in new product lines. Already the same product will be there. And if you do some modification, it will come under new product line. Okay. And some line extensions also we can give. Repositionings also we can give. And cost reductions, incremental product improvements also we can give. Okay. So new product is not absolute new product. Absolute new product is one of the category. But we can give some product, new product line or line extension as like in Lux soap, we are having so many varieties. In Pure soap, we are having so many varieties. In Apsara pencil, we are having so many varieties. So these are all new product lines. And if a eraser has been attached at the end of the pencil, it is the line extension and repositioning. And if you use micro tip pencil, 0.5 mm is there, 0.7 mm is there. Those are all repositionings. And if you can use 10 rupees pencil as well as 30 rupees pencil. This is based on cost reduction. If the material has been changed, if the material which is of most reliable material has been used, the cost will be reduced. Okay. So cost reduction is also considered to be a new product line. And incremental product improvements. Some product improvement if you are showing means, so nowadays pencils are coming with seats, right? Pens are all coming with the seats. So that's an incremental product improvement. Like this, we can come out with new products or new services. The newness means changing the performance capability of the product, or changing the application advice for the product, or changing the after sale service for the product, or changing the promoted image of the product, or changing the availability of the product or price of the product. So these are all come under what is a new product, newness of a product. So newness of the product is not absolutely new thing. It can be any of the newness attached with the product. Okay. So either performance capability or application advice or after sale service, promoted image or product or price, whatever it is. So you have to come up with a new idea over the existing product or a new product. Okay. That should be considered as newness. So if you are coming with a new idea or new product or new process, you have to first check whether it is a valid one or not. And for that, we are having one chart, and over the chart, you have to just analyze it. First, you have to check whether it is having high impact or low impact. If it is low impact and it is having low time, you have to check the priority for this, whether this product, if once introduced to the market, people will show priority or not. If they won't show priority to your product, just leave it. Low impact, low timing, but not no priority means just leave it. And if priority is there and impact is very high and timing is also low, means just go for it. Okay. And low impact, high time, priority is also there means, priority is also not there means just forget it. And if priority is there, impact is high, and time is also it is taking much time means, if it is very much profitable one and people will surely prioritize your product means, just go for long, even if it is long term, just go for it. Okay. This is how we have to find an idea whether it is coming out successfully or not. As like that, you have to first search. Okay. And once you validated your idea, and if your idea is having high impact, high priority, using less time or long term, but gives high product means, you have to go for intellectual property. So intellectual property is nothing but the idea what came up in your mind. Intellectual property is the process what you are introducing to the world. The product which you are coming up with a solution. Those are all considered as intellectual property. So intellectual property is just a brainchild, which is an idea, new approach. Okay, what you only having that in your mind. Okay, so it should be literary, artistic, or scientific works, or performance of performing artists, phonograms, and broadcasts, inventions in all fields of human endeavor, scientific discoveries, industrial designs, trademarks, service marks, commercial names and designations, protection against unfair competition, and all other rights resulting from intellectual activity, whatever you do in a new method over the industry or scientific terms, or in literary or artistic fields, whatever you do in a new way is considered to be an intellectual property of yours. You have to register it. Then only no one can use it. Okay. And this definition is given by WIPO Convention, World Intellectual Property Organization. Okay. Someone can ask me, Madam, whether the service mark commercial names are also intellectual property. Yes, those are all termed as brand names. Brand names which are coming under trademarks. We will see one by one. Phonograms, sounds, everything can be considered as intellectual property. So the basic principle under this intellectual property right is the contract between creator and sovereign state. That is the protection for revelation. So you are revealing your product, you are revealing your idea to the world, and you are not having any hope that no one can use it. We can't tell because anyone can use your idea once it is revealed out. So you can have a contract between you and the country under intellectual property office, okay, so that you only can use your idea. That's what intellectual property right is. So it creates a balance between the rights of creator and public interest. So rights, limitations and exceptions have been coming under intellectual property rights. This is what the basic principle is. So the major intellectual properties are copyrights and related rights. Copyright, for everything we can go for copyright if you have documented it. Okay. Then industrial property, patents, industrial designs, trademarks, geographical indications, layout designs and topographies, trade secrets, production of new plant varieties. These are all major intellectual property rights. I have given Tamil name for those also. And now we will see one by one. First, copyright, IP laws. And for these all so anyone please respond, right? If anything, if I ask, kindly respond me. So screen is visible now. Is my screen visible? Screen visible?
Screen is visible. Visible, ma'am. Visible.
Yeah,
Yes, ma'am, visible, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. So the IP laws of India are Copyright Act 1957, Patents Act 1970, Designs Act 2000, the Trademarks Act 1999, Geographical Indication of Goods, Semiconductor Integrated Circuit Layout, Protection of Plant Varieties and Farmers' Rights Act. These are all the IP laws of India for especially for our Indian patents, Indian IP rights. Okay. So the first we will see about the copyright. So copyright means original literary, dramatic, musical, and artistic works. And the works are ideas expressed in material form, no copyright in ideas or facts. Okay. So you have to come up with a document, whether it is literary, dramatic, music, or artistic work, you have to come up with a document. You can get copyright of the document. And cinematographic films also you can do copyright. Sound recordings, fragrance, recipes, everything will be copyrighted. Okay. And the two kinds of copyrights, major copyrights are moral rights and economic rights. Moral rights are to protect personality of author. Economic rights is to bring economic benefits. And the moral rights are rights of authorship, right of integrity in the digital manipulation, or no rights for display. And nowadays it is coming in an exhaust way, right? So many are using this right of integrity. And inalienable rights are also there. Economic rights are right of reproduction, that is making copies or edition of a novel. Okay. So many, we are taking so many xeroxes for study purpose. If we are making a copy means it is not an issue. Yes, ma'am.
And the screen is not visible.
Screen is not visible. Yes. I will share once again then. Is this now visible, madam?
Ma'am, now it is
Yes,
visible,
ma'am.
ma'am. No issue.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And over the economic rights, we are having rights of reproduction, that is making of copies, storage in computer memory. And in the educational institutions, we are making copies, right? Xerox copies, we are taking a full book, we are taking Xerox copies. And if we have reproduced a book or novel for educational purpose or research purpose, it won't make an issue. But if you reproduce it for any commercial purpose, it will make an issue. This is what right of reproduction is. And right of distribution or issuing copies, that is digital distribution. Right of communication to the public, adaptation rights are also there. And rights to make a cinematograph film or sound recording is also coming under economic rights. And translational rights, rental rights, resale rights are also there. And these moral and economic rights are very much important in copyrights. And next to this, duration of copyright. So literary, dramatic, musical, and artistic works published during the lifetime of author is having a lifetime of the author's lifetime plus 60 years. All other works other than this literary, dramatic, music, and artistic works, we are having 60 years from the date of publication itself. Okay. So posthumous and anonymous works, works of government and organizations, cinema and sound recording, photograph are all having a duration of 60 years from the date of publication. This is what for copyrights. And next we have to go for patent. A patent is an exclusive right granted for an invention, which is a product or process that provides a new way of doing something or offers a new technical solution to a problem. So a patent is an exclusive right because through patents we can commercialize products. And mostly if you see with the patent, we can go for patent for a product or process which is having industrial application. Then only it is worth of it, right? So a technical solution or doing something new has to be patented if it is having industrial application or repeatability over its process. Then only it is very much useful for us. Okay. The limited monopoly right granted by the state enables an inventor to prohibit another person from manufacturing, using, or selling the patented product or from using the patented process without permission. This is what limited monopoly right is. So if you have patented a process or product, and if you have a granted patent in your hand, you can have limited monopoly right. And through this right, you can prohibit another persons from using your patented right for commercial purposes. And the period of patents is 20 years. Okay. So the conditions of patentability is first thing, to make a patent, the idea or process or product should be very much novel. Invention is not known to public prior to claim by inventor. If it is known before itself means no one can grant you the patent. Because for example, we can see turmeric, right? So one country has applied patent right for turmeric. But in our country, in our Tamil Nadu itself, we have used turmeric from long years ago, right? So one of our enthusiasts, that is a green enthusiast, Nammalwar, has claimed that this invention, that is turmeric, which is used as disinfectant and curable medicine for most of the devices, defended it and make that claim to that is just defended, and the novelty has been claimed by our country. Okay, because it is an existing product in our country. So as like that, you have to move. The invention is not known to public and it won't be there existing anywhere. Like that, you have to come up with an idea or process or product, right? And inventive shape, invention would not be obvious to a person with ordinary skill in the art. If it is an ordinary skill, everyone is using it, then there is no invention over there, right? So we have to check with that also. And industrial application. That invention can be made or used in any useful or practical activity as distinct from purely intellectual or aesthetic one. So these are the conditions for patentability. So novelty, inventive shape, and industrial application are the conditions. Okay. And with those next to patent, we are having industrial designs. Design means if you are making a water bottle, right? Water bottle. We are having so many types of water bottle. Cello water bottle is there, Tupperware is there, and Celloware is there, and Ben is there. Like that, so many companies. So many companies are manufacturing water bottles. Each and every water bottle is having a shape. As like that, Mazda bottle is having one shape. Coca-Cola Coke bottle is having one shape. So both are having different shape, and both are commercially available in the market. No one, this Coke design won't be interfered with that what is it Mazda design, and Mazda design won't interfere with the Coke design because they are having design. Both are from Coke, that is the Coca-Cola company only, but both are have registered that particular design for that particular product. Just design of the product, not the ingredients, not the name, nothing. Just they have registered their design of the bottle under that name. Mazda name for that bottle, and Coca-Cola name, Coke name for that Coke bottle design. Okay. So design means only one and only the feature of shape, not the ingredients, not the output, not the process occurring within that, and not the solution mixed. Nothing is there. Just the design. Okay. So design means only the feature of shape, configuration, pattern, ornament, or composition of lines or colors applied to any article, whether in two-dimensional or three-dimensional or in both forms. You can give the design in two-dimension format or three-dimension format or both the format. And it has to be used by any industrial process or means, whether manual, mechanical, or chemical, separate or combined, which in the finished article appeal to or and are judged solely by the eye. That means whatever you see, Masa bottle design means Masa bottle design you are seeing. The design itself is having design patent. Okay. Coke bottle means Coke bottle. If you are using a pen means that pen. If you are having any pattern in your dress means that pattern. Whatever we are seeing through our eyes, that's a design. That's showing a design, right? The design itself has been registered under industrial design. So some of the examples to showcase these is consumer product. We have different types of iron box. We have different types of toothbrush. Every toothbrush is having design product, design patent. Okay, that should be considered as design registration. But we are used to call it as design patent. So design itself is an IP right. Okay, so this to every toothbrush is having design registered design. Okay, under IP. Sorry. And pharmaceutical products are also there. We are having different tablets with different combinations. For the different covering is there, and syringes, different shape, syringes, bottles, and so many equipments we are using in pharmaceutical products, and those are all design registered under design patent. Okay. And textile and jewelry, there also we are having so many designs, patents, designs, and these are all registered. For jewelry, there are so many designs registered. For each and every day, they are doing design registration. Okay. And for cloths also, different patterns are there. So this is what design is. So these are all mandatory as we are from institutes. This design, copyright, patent are all very much mandatory. Okay, all other things are for other commercial persons, but we will see that. But these three are very much important. So the rights of the registered proprietor is the proprietor of the registered design has the exclusive right to apply the design to any article in the class in which the design is registered. So you can register a design. You can register any of the design with any of the configuration, with any of the materials, whatever it is. You can register it. But once it is registered, you have to mention under which class, for which application you are using that design. And for that application only, you can use that design. If you have to use the same design for another application, you have to produce a new application for that design. Okay. So as like that, you have to move on. And the period of production for design is 10 years. And it can be extended up to further 5 years. Okay. Then trademarks. So a name of an enterprise that should be named as brand, right? Name of an enterprise or a mark capable of being represented graphically, distinguishing the goods or services of one person from those of the others is considered to be a trademark. So trademark is nothing but name of an enterprise or the mark what they are using. Okay. For example, you will know BMW sign, right? BMW car symbol, you know, right? Audi car symbol, you know. Okay. Apple symbol, you know. Okay. So these are all considered as marks, trademarks. Seeing the mark itself, you can tell the name. So that's what the brand name is. Okay. That's what given over here. And example is Lux, Godrej, TVS, Telco, 555, Apple. And trademarks can be of any mode. It should be sign, word, letter, or number, drawing, picture, or emblem, colors or combination of colors, shape of goods, graphic representation, or packaging. Even packaging also we can give. So a particular method of packaging for one product, right? That should be for that one particular brand only. As like that, we can represent our company name. Okay. Or any combination of the above can also be used as applied to an article or a product. Okay, this is what trademark is. And registration of trademarks are registered by national trademark registries and are valid in that country only. If you have to go for other countries, means you have to go for international trademark registration under Madrid protocol. And registration is made after examination and publication. And after examination and publication, the registration has been granted. There is the brand name, the trademark has been granted. And after that, the period of registration is for 10 years, but it can be renewed indefinitely. Not limitation is there as in the design. Okay. Then the kinds of trademarks are marks and goods, service marks, certification trademark, collection mark, well-known mark, and trademarks. And the service marks includes banking, education, finance, insurance, real estate, entertainment, repairs, transport, conveying news, information, advertising, etc. Certification trademark certified by the proprietor as having characteristics like geographical origin, ingredients, and quality. This should be AG mark, full mark, certification mark cannot be used as a trademark. Certification mark is very much different. Okay. So goods, we can apply it over goods. One example is given as wool mark. Okay. And collective mark is a mark that distinguishes the goods or services of members of association. Then one company is doing one particular service or product, and that should be considered under collective mark. Okay. So it could be manufacturers, producers, suppliers, traders, or other professional bodies like Institution of Chartered Accountants, Test Cricketers Association, etc. So this collective mark should be Apple mark has been used for different products, right? That should be used as collective mark. And well-known marks, Apple again coming. So Coca-Cola for soft drink, Toblerone for chocolate, and the trade names should be Godrej for furniture, refrigerator, storewell, and compactor, etc. and GE bulbs. Okay. And the forms of TM should be word, letter, numeral, devices including drawings and symbols, 2D or 3D representation of this, combination of colors, like that. And it should be sounds and musical notes also. If James Bond is coming, means sound will be different, right? And you will, hearing the sound itself, you will tell it's James Bond music, as like that. And olfactory also, smells also considered as trademarks. Okay. And what is protected and what's not protected? Right to use trademark in relation to goods and services as registered are protected if trademark consists of several parts and protection of trademark as a whole. But the state emblems, official hallmarks, emblem of intergovernmental organizations cannot be used as trademark. So whenever you are selecting a brand name or brand logo for your company, be selective and don't come have a clash with the state emblems. They only win. You won't be given with that. Okay. So a trademark is made up of any distinct words, letters, numerals, features, shapes, colors, and logo types and labels. These are all the trademarks, well-known trademarks, what we are witnessing every day. So you know, the stick mark is Reebok, right? There is no name mentioned. And this one is Shell. This one is HP Invent. Okay, without name itself, seeing the ball itself, you can tell it is Pepsi. Seeing the symbol itself, you will tell it is Toyota, right? So as like that, we are seeing so many trademarks which are all representing the brands of those companies. Okay. And next one is geographical indication. Recently, our PM has released 57 trademarks, 57 geographical indications 1 year back, and now some 9 geographical indications has been released from Tamil Nadu itself. So many entries. And moreover, the geographical indication office for whole India is there in our Chennai. Okay, we are very much proud over that. So geographical indication is an indication which identifies goods as agricultural goods, natural goods, or manufactured goods as originating or manufactured in the territory of country or a region or a locality in that territory, where a given quality, reputation, or other characteristics of such goods is essentially attributable to its geographical origin. So if a product or goods is very much popular and it is having very much impact over throughout the world with its quality, reputation, and other characteristics, then it has to be identified with the name of that place, right? Or it can have an ideal name based on the region where it is originated, right? So those things have been considered under geographical indications. And some of the examples of Indian geographical indications are Basmati rice, Darjeeling tea, Kanchipuram silk saree, Alfonso mango, Nagpur orange, Kolhapuri chappal, Bikaneri bhujia, and Agra pita. Okay, so these are all well-known Indian geographical indications for those particular goods. Okay, and not only the trade names or trade secrets, geographical indications, we are having trade secrets also. We can register trade secrets also under IPR. So some inventions, data, or information cannot be protected by any of the available means of IPR. Such information is held confidential as a trade secret, right? So, for example, a, a family is running a business, and for that business, they are maintaining one particular strategy. They are not interested in revealing that strategy to anyone, and they are not interested in sharing that strategy to anyone. So they have to register that strategy as trade secret for their business, and they can come to the IP office and they can register this as trade secret. And these trade secrets, it is very well used in foreign countries, but in India, very less number. Okay. Trade secret can be an invention, idea, survey method, manufacturing process, experimental results, chemical formula, recipe, financial strategy, or client database, whatever it is. You can register it as trade secret. And when trade secrets are preferred is when the invention is not patentable. I'm having a strategy. That strategy is not new to the world, but I'm following this strategy. And this strategy has to be protected by my family or my business partner. Then I can go for registering this as a trade secret with the patent office. So patent protection is limited to 20 years when secret can be kept beyond that period. When costs of patent protection are prohibitive, Under these conditions, you can go for trade secret, right? 20 years, you have registered a patent. So it is limited to 20 years. After that, you have to renew and give a fresh application. You can convert it as a trade secret, right? You can go and moreover for patent protection, caste is also there, and it is very much difficult to reverse engineering. So we can go for trade secret, okay? And how to get trade secret? Restricting number of people having access to secret information. We have to restrict the number of people, because if the number of people accessing it is increased, means the information will be diffused. And signing confidentiality agreements with the business partners and employees, using protective techniques like digital data security tools, and restricting entry into area where trade secret is worked or held. And the national legislations provide protection in form of injunction and damages if secret information is illegally acquired or used. So these are the things to focus to guard trade secrets. And not only these not only the electronic products, not electronic products, not only products or services only be considered, we can consider plant varieties also, right? So plant varieties means novel, distinctive, uniformity and stable new varieties are all registered under production of plant varieties. Extant varieties also we can use, and breeders, farmers, universities and agricultural institutes can register under production of plant variety. And the period of production is 15 years for annual crops, 18 years for trees and vines. And the rights of breeders are production, sale, marketing, distribution, export, and import. Okay. And this is one of the pictures showing how the IP rights is playing on a device. Okay. Here brand name is there. CD player. If it is Sony, Sony is a brand name. And the music played on the CD is copyright protected. And the design of the CD player is having industrial design registered. And the mechanism is coming under patent. This is how IP rights plays in the developing a product and commercializing a product. And the IP rights can be applied in different models like this. So Apple is a trademark. Kolhapuri Chappal is geographical indication. And the ingredient composition is a trade secret, where Coca-Cola is a trademark, and the bottle design is an industrial design, and the whole process has been considered as a patented one. Okay, as like this, we are utilizing IP rights for each and every product. Then only we can have our idea to be very much ideal. Otherwise, everyone can use it, everyone can copy, everyone make money out of it. Okay, so as like that, we have to move. And validity of IPR for patent, the validity is 20 years. Renewal is every year mandatory. It's coming under Patent Acts Rule 1970, which is amended in 2005. Trademark having lifelong maximum protection. Renewal is after 10 years. And it is under the Trademarks Act 1999, amended in 2010. And design registration maximum protection is 15 years. That is 10 plus 5 years. It's coming under Designs Act 2000 and amended in 2014. Copyright maximum protection is 60 years. Renewal is not required. It comes under the Copyright Act 1957, amended in 2012. Geographical indication is having maximum protection of lifelong. Renewal is after 10 years. And the geographical indication of it comes under Geographical Indications of Goods, Registration and Protection Act 1999. And most importantly, patents will cease and be transferred to public domain if patents are not renewed within 6 months of expiry of concerned year by paying renewal fee. So whatever is your patent, you have to renewal it every year. That's mandatory. And cost is not that much high. It's comparing to patent registration, it is low only. Renewal fee is low. And once you got a granted patent or granted design or granted trademark, you can go for licensing of an IP. License is a permission granted by an IP owner to another person to use the intellectual property on agreed terms and conditions while he continues to retain ownership of the IP. the owner, the registrant who has granted with IP right can have the ownership and he can share that IP right with someone else under commercial terms. Okay, this is what licensing is. Licensing creates an income source. It establishes a legal framework for transfer of the technology to a wider group of researchers and engineers. It creates market presence for the technology or trademark. This is what licensing is. And there is so many conditions for licensing. A owner has to decide whether loyalty has to be kept or to be transferred and should be exclusive or non-exclusive or sold. And based on the agreement what we are what we are making, we can share the profit. This is what licensing conditions are. And licensing is always profitable. So you can search about how IP license is profitable. You can see so many profitable business from the IP licensing. Okay. So the organizational structure for IP right is with Ministry of Commerce and Industry under Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. We may call it as DIPP. Okay. So Ministry of Commerce and Industry is separate ministry. Under that we are having Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion. And over that we are having Controller General of Patents, Designs and Trademarks. We are having 4 offices for patents and design in Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai, and Chennai. And for trademark registry, we are having offices at Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, Chennai, and Ahmedabad. And for geographical indications, we are having office at Chennai only. And the patent information system is with Rajiv Gandhi National Institute of Intellectual Property Management in Nagpur. Okay. So in Chennai itself, we are having patent, design, and trademark and geographical indication registry. So we can make registrations easily in Chennai office itself. And for trademark, we are having many registries based on the land division. And in Chennai, we can register for Andhra Pradesh, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Pondicherry, and Lakshadweep. So if you are having an idea and if you are making it to be a startup, you can move up with IPRs innovations in our IIC portal. So over that you can apply. This is from our college. In our college, we are having almost 5,000, around 5,000 entries we are having in IPRs innovations. There is IPRs portal. In IPRs portal, we have registered. And in IPRs Innovation Challenge, which was held in 2023, 10 nominations we have given and we have presented it in the challenge also. You can also move up through your institution. There is a wide opportunity because nowadays innovation is there. Under innovation scheme, they are making your idea to get patented and they are making it to get tech transfer. And through tech transfer, you can start your own startup in your institute itself, getting fund. Okay. So just to try with new ideas based on this and register in IP and just inform me to innovation cell. ACT innovation now recently started and they are giving sessions. In your college also they have given session, right? So just move on with that. You will surely get fund for your startup. And in your college itself with the innovation support, you can start startups. Okay. So and moreover, Make in India scheme is also there. Through Make in India scheme, you can have so many startups and they have segregated 25 sectors for economy for ease of doing business. And it is time-based initiative. So many domains they are touching. So through that, if you are applying, you will surely get a fund through Startup India or Startup TN schemes. These are the 25 sectors that the Make in India program focuses on. So whatever you take, it will fall up in any one of this sector. Okay, just move on with that. And in automobile sector, they have done so many innovations like this. And this is a manufacturing sector, service sector. So all sectors Make in India is touching. Okay, see here service sector wise report. Okay. So the useful links from our government are makeinindia.com, innovateindia.mygovernment.in, Digital India, Startup India, Invest India, and Atal Innovation Mission is also there. Through these links, You can get so many informations, funds, and how to move further with your idea. Those things, they will guide up you if you just search with these websites. So I think you are all get benefited from this session. And if you have any queries, kindly ask. Yes, any queries? Yes, any queries?
Dear
Sir?
participants, if you have any query, kindly ask Chief Guest. Afrin,
Sir,
can I ask, ma'am?
ma'am, how can we develop a small startup as a big in small scale, ma'am?
Small startup in small scale. Why not you are
Yes, ma'am.
thinking
Like,
big? So
ma'am,
see,
we can grow.
yeah, you can grow. So having a thought of starting a startup itself is a big thing, right? Because not everyone is doing that.
Okay.
Because everyone is doing just a project. They are not making the project as a product. So you are having a vision of making a project to be a product. And for that product, you are making a vision of commercializing it. That itself is a great thing. Because no one has raised any of the questions and you are asking, that itself is a good thing. And you are having an entrepreneurship mindset, that's also good. So first you have to make an idea, right? Idea means that idea should be a commercial idea. Because we are seeing so many projects, right? You are having so much strength in your college. So for example, 30 projects coming out every year means over those 30 projects you have to select. Are you a student as a faculty?
Ma'am, student.
Student. So you are doing a project, right? You are doing a project. And for that project, you have to check whether if you implement that project to be a product, if you are you are having an idea, you are making that idea to be a project. So project is mandatory in B, right? Whatever you have studied for those 3.5 years, that has been done in your final semester, and you are making a product, and that making a project, and out of the project you can make a product, and you have to check if you introduce your product in Amazon or whatever any of the e-commerce platform. If anyone is willing to purchase it, you have to think like that. If you are having business mindset, you have to think what project you are doing. If you are making that project to be a product, if you are making it as a commercial thing, if you post it in Amazon or any of the e-commerce platform, anyone is willing to buy it. If not, just leave that project. Search for a project which is having viability. Okay. And some of you are doing, most of the students, even in most renowned institutions, to know about their business strategy, people are moving towards printing over t-shirts. Okay. If you search in the website, you can see so many students are running business in printing t-shirts. If you post the t-shirt in any of the e-commerce platform, surely someone will come and buy it. Okay. As like that, you have to think. If it is very small scale, okay, as like that, not exactly printing on t-shirt, you can do. If you are from triple E background means you can design a inverter and a small inverter, and you can post it in, make it as a register under MSME. First MSME. First you try it with MSME and you post it in the Amazon site. and check whether it is moving on or not. Okay. No, madam, I want to do ideal business, business to be well developed. Like that, if you are having thought means, come up with a new idea, make that idea to be very much viable, check whether that idea will give you profit, make proof of concept for that idea. Proof of concept means make prototype, then apply for those pitch desk. Search in LinkedIn. Every week, some hundreds of pitch desk is going on. So apply for that, make a pitch desk PPT. You just search in Google for pitch desk format for defending ideas. Like that, you check in Google. So many PPT formats are there. Or either we will have one session on how to do business plan and pitch desk PPT. Okay. So we will have that if possible. So you prepare that PPT and do pitch desking with different ventures. If your idea is very much appreciated, they will fund for you, whatever amount it is, whatever. So the place where you are pitching is very much important. If you are pitching with YC like ventures, YC venture is there. So if you are depending over international ventures, they will give you crores of money. You can start your business in big scale. They will make you to move on. And so many ventures are there. You just move on with them. So search in LinkedIn itself, like a pitch desk or a startup challenge, like that you search. So many competitions are going on nowadays. Yes, Mr. Satish. Afrin, if you have doubt, you can ask me, right? Ask me anytime. Okay.
Sure, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Satish, you have raised your hand. What is your doubt?
Dear participant, any query is there means kindly ask to keep list.
Yes, any queries? If someone has raised your hand, but no queries received till now, any queries you can ask me. And I'm running my company, Kim Patents, where I'm doing the IP consultancy service for past 7 years. And we are doing tech transfer service also. So if you need any help in developing your idea and in processing with the IP rights, we are sure will help you. Yes, any queries?
Anybody is there, ma'am? If any query, kindly ask the chief guest. Ma'am, shall we wind up the session, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Afraid you can proceed, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your. Now I call upon K. Shopika, second year EEE, to deliver his vote of thanks.
As we come to the end of this insightful and engaging webinar, first and foremost, I would like to our esteemed heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Dr. K. Indumadi ma'am, for sharing their valuable time, knowledge, and experience with us. Your insights have truly enlightened us, ma'am, and sparked thoughtful conversations. A big thank to our head of the department, Dr. G. Balaji sir, for his continuous support and guidance. We are also thankful to our faculty members and all the participants who joined us today. Your presence and engagement added great value to the session. Thank you to all.
Once again, thank you so much, ma'am. Spend your valuable time with us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Thank you, everyone. Shall I wind up, sir? Shall I
Okay,
close
ma'am.
my chat, sir? Yes, sir. Thank you,
Okay,
sir.
ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes.